like full on halfway across my lap. I wish I had a face cam right now. Because he was so cute. Okay. Normal difficulty. Wait, is there a new plane pack? Because I have the... no, there isn't. Okay. I'll be
Does the
quiet
color
for
of the
this.
sky mean anything special to you?
Oh.
It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. So, I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. I should have put an IFS system in this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usean ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately.
Oh, bye, Evie.
Find the unidentified craft.
Bye,
then use your
Evie.
weapons to round them up and
Bye,
force
Evie.
them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that?
There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft have burned overhead.
What? How is that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Time to use the premium jets. Wait, is there something different for briefing in there? Have I just... Or is it exactly the same?
Is everyone here?
Yeah, but it's just exactly the
Settle
same.
down.
TGT, okay, TGT target. There's the F11F. What's the F40? Phantom. Ooh, this is cool. Not as cool as the F11F, but still cool. Wait, what about aircraft tech? Aircraft tree, because I think I really want this. Is this a bomber? Large bomber. Okay. One of 3-0. Sortie ADF-11 UAV or TLS? Okay, there.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Oh yeah, the Mage Squadron, not 444. Operation Deerhorn. Okay, why isn't it Stroke the Goat or Pet the Goat?
Radar
Okay,
site's
go.
still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper.
Hurry, Mage Squadron.
Come on. Futuristic jet compared to all of them. Take off.
Verify and feedback.
First person.
Clear for takeoff.
Think first person or first person?
It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Cadet, Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
I love this TLS. But ain't the front meant to go up? I'm pretty sure that it is. Maybe that's
See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Mix.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round.
No, it's not.
For another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Yeah, your bomber is dead.
Good, Mage 2. Mage 2,
I
targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
No, I'm actually shooting him down with it.
Mage 2, target down.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going,
I
Mage 2.
deaded them.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back in base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, their trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Split that plane in half.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. Ladies, we can tell them apart.
Hey, Mage 1. Slow. You're too slow.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I call that mission accomplished. We still got half our baggage. Empty in the
time split you in two as well.
Mage 2, keep your focus.
Oh, split ring and okay, that's a lot of debris. A lot of debris.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Woohoo!
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. I'm tailing one.
Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2.
Mage 2. Mage 2.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe.
Oh, hi,
Many
Mum.
wars are lost by failing to
I'm on
recover from
stream.
the opening
Hello.
blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important.
Lunch.
You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Trigger is trigger happy.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usha was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usha, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Owie.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Owie. Owie, okay. Okay.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. forces aligned with Erusea are currently appearing throughout Usea. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advanced element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Mage Squadron, Zordi, ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Nope, I'm going around. They don't attack them, but okay.
Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
It's popping off now, Trigger. Training has officially begun.
Locked on.
Generated. Big attack on the aircraft. Been eliminated. The anti-air radar vehicle has been destroyed. Going for the radar car. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
They got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there. Protect the radar vehicle.
These
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Grab it while you can.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Targeting gun range. Target eliminated. destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Stall warning.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback to those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Caution.
Enemy airstrikes are falling. We're done for. Enemy is locked on. Breaking. Everything's been burned down.
Come on now, are they one shots? No. Still not. Okay.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Read aim over clear ground. Cooperate. Get up now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Let's go back.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Check your face.
I'm okay.
Behind target and ready to attack.
All right. This base is worth destroying.
Way to go. Target lock. Firing.
Do we really have interceptors? They're still pounding us. They have me spiked.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Fox 2.
Mage 2, target down.
Oh, that was a bad hit. Okay, oh, okay, that's
They
it.
withdraw. What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead?
Evade. Enemy on your ass. Banner deployed. Locked on.
On target 6.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
5 targets remaining.
Cut open course. Missile fire. Evading.
Stay away from this one because of that.
Keep your mind focused.
4 targets remaining.
All transports have been destroyed, but will be carried.
Owie.
Hostile on your back. Watch out. Missile cruising. Evading.
Oh, these aren't missiles.
On target 6.
3 targets remaining.
Shred the radar network.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Hostile missile locked. Down 4 Fox 2. Main excited.
Mage 2, missile away.
happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
Enemy eggs.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be the drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Lock acquired. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Fox 2.
Page 2, locked.
He escaped into the clouds. Locked on target.
Second down, that ace.
On target 6.
Engine starting back up, come on. Hello!
Missed.
All I need to do is hit them pretty much once. With my machine gun laser thing. With a machine gun, just pretty much this thing once, but you know, I have a laser now, so exactly once.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt.
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
Lock acquired.
Target destruction confirmed.
That one almost hit me.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
I've got him in my sights.
Okay, okay.
Targeting gun range.
Feels like I'm riding a roller coaster up here.
Careful in those clouds.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
We are made, so they will, because I'm trigger.
Bandit is in my sights.
God, they move fast. Especially in normal. In easy, very easy. But normal,
Golem 2, the enemy's
hard.
reading you.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Locked.
I'm iced up.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase him down and pull the trigger.
One missile, this,
Not buy a
right
dinner
here.
for anyone who takes down an enemy.
Already taken down a few.
You're doing good. Golem Squadron, just 2 more. Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Fox 2.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Fox 2.
He's mine. He's not getting away.
Don't ice up in there.
Attack missed.
I don't think I still got packages those
Fox 2.
They won't show up on the radar.
I still got doesn't really do anything.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Oh no, I suck. points are still up now.
Stall warning. Caution. Pull up.
He's mine. He's not getting away.
I said that before and he got away.
Mage 2, missile away.
Drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti...
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group...
Oh god.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new, advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Where'd he go?
Don't let those jerks ruin your kill. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. Grand 3, failing out!
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Column 2, enemy behind you! We have him on the rack, don't let up.
Missile away.
Bandit sighted. Fox 2. He escaped into the clouds! I lost control! Careful, there's a real demon in there.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Friendly lost.
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Oh, we have no idea. I can't take him. They got me.
Clouds are 3 remaining.
Accuracy.
Okay, I'm right behind him. Missile fired. Evading.
Caution! Enemy on your tail!
Enemy on your rear. Eject. We got this. We can't recover. We need reinforcements now. Attacking from behind my target.
Let's do the humane thing and put it down.
Missile fired. Evading.
Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Flag will pull it out. Yeah, I'm on his ass. Bandit acquired. Lock on.
Looks like they were ready for a fight.
Bandit has a rocket.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Oh, hey. Okay, I did see you. That is Arsenal bird. I've taken 2 critical hits. That's not nice. Oh, great. Hi, UAVs. How are you doing? Fudge cakes.
We just learned that it
UAV squadron.
Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready.
Look at my damage. It's at 84%. Okay. Afterbird on. Where's that? Those, all of them have shot at me. Oh, that was a lot of missiles.
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Wow.
These guys will go down easy.
My good God.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
How are we meant to... How are we meant to... Okay, take down its propellers. Okay. Hello, sub-propeller, you're dead. Did I actually hit it? Is that meant to do that? There's a big light, and I really don't like it. What the fudge? How did I die? I think another plane hit me. I think a UAV rammed me. Owie. 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 That hurty. Owie, my body hurty.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards.
But this music is really good. This music is really good.
We're just waiting for mission command.
Break it now!
Oh my god, that was a lot of missiles. More missile locks. Come on. Dodgy. Dodging. Dodging. Damage. Jammy dodger. Jammy dodger. I'm a jammy dodger. I dodge very well. So many missiles. Oh my god. Okay, I took one down. Okay, my pulse laser actually fixed it. What's that light? Well, I know what that light is, but you guess what that light is. Guess what the light is.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Okay, I need to get out here. It's almost charged. That's a lot of missiles, bro. Okay, that's a lot of missiles.
Find the situation.
Move! Watch this, it's about to go down.
Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Okay, actually try and guess.
Skeleton 3's lost.
If you've seen the trailer for this, you know what's about to happen. If you've seen the trailer for this game, you know what's about to happen, and I need to get fudge out of it. Okay, both main propellers are down.
What the hell?
Okay, ring. Look, inside that ring is a death zone. Inside of that ring, you take damage, and also look.
Skeleton Squadron is down.
It's a shield which kills you.
All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they knew this earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
What?
But Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Okay. Hey. Hey, MP-101. Eat this! Oh, I killed it!
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Okay, where's the, Hi, G-turn. Okay. In 4 minutes or 4 hours, or 4 seconds.
Lockdown bandit. Yowza.
God, I got really close to that
Returning
thing.
aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron and Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Target was not struck.
I've got you now. Firing. That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
In gun range. More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
Command had evaded the attack. My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1. Leaving Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts. Prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One advantage. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile! Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
My God. Come on, I'm rushing to her.
Launching missile. The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired. You're fine. I'll make it quick.
Golem and Maze Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of France.
No. Golem 2. Golem 2, I'm here. Golem 2, come to me. Where is it? Where's that thing which is tailing you?
Allies hit. Golem and Mage, move in to provide support.
Let's move.
I can't. I'm really busy right now. Where is it? I cannot see it. It's not on my radar.
Come to Puppy.
Mage 2, provide cover for Allied retreat.
No, I cannot get to her. I cannot help her.
Getting a little tight.
I need to help my
Retreating
allies.
ally has been shot down. Damn it. We can't cover them in this foobar.
I hate that. I hate Mr. X. Oh, I just spoiled his name. Fudge. Are you here? You're not here. Good, I spoiled something.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm backing up.
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Hey, is your mum watching this as well? Hello. That missed.
Got one in my sights.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
This one has for Golem 4, evade! That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
Oh, Snowbird. Ruined everything. Everything was going well until it came.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy. I'm spiked.
The enemy has a lock on you, Mage 2.
Hello. Remember, don't go for Golem 2, even though she does die. She's meant to die. I don't like that.
My status is fine.
I don't like that she's meant to die.
This is Gargoyle 1, leaving Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One advantage. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile!
He's fast. It's like he...
Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Oh. You've stopped watching, okay. Oh my god. Okay, come on. Come on.
Fox 2.
I hit it.
Mage 1 launching missile. off of friends.
I know I'm doing that.
Get your asses out.
Hey, Dark Invader, check if you're live. You could actually lose your live status because of lag. So yeah.
Mage 2, UAV down.
Oh, that was cool.
Give it up, buddy.
Okay, Apple.
We'll let you take it easy next time. Dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brony, break off.
Eyes up in there. Mage 2, box 2.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2.
That friendly plane just looked backwards towards me, but then just 2 missiles in my plane come out of the clouds, and then both his enemies are gone.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Oh my god.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brony?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
No! I'm doing that.
Trigger, can you help him?
A few seconds could mean life or death for him. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Not on my watch.
Hey, MQ-101. What's it doing? What's it doing, dude? Oh, I think I know what you're doing. You're being annoying. Die.
Mage 2, move to support. Other aircraft are in trouble.
Yeah, I know. I'm right on this thing.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to runway. Mage 2, lower speed.
No.
1,500 to runway. Mage 2, lower nose. You're too high.
No, I know when I'm too high.
You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are...
Dark Invader, check on the bottom bar the live status. If it's red, you are watching me live. If it's grey, you're watching behind the live state. And click it if it's grey.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Nice apple. Lovely apple. Nice apple. That sounds weird.
Here he comes.
Orange tipped wings.
Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now, compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after.
No.
A number of
I
anti-air
hate
radars
this
will be set
mission.
up around the space elevator. However, our
I hate
reconnaissance
this mission.
suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Right, good God, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, so... Mission prep. 11.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
This mission always annoys me.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay,
You're heading up the Harling rescue mission. Mage 2, the enemy detected your movement. Abort mission.
How was...
Enemy radar presence confirmed. Requesting response.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
I hate rainclouds, they push you about. It's really annoying in tight spaces. Like this one with radar! Holy moly, that.
Mage 2, you're icing up.
I'm okay. I think. Okay.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Okay. No, I can't right now. I have to not touch. I'm on the stream, and also my plane has to not touch the red circles you can see at the bottom left. So yeah.
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
This is a good song. Okay, the wind is pushing me. I'll let it do that. Okay. Fights it a bit now. This is going to be weird and tight.
Are we under attack? No change.
Yeah, really. Okay, no more wind. Except when wind pushing me down. A tiny bit. I think. Okay, there. Where's wind pushing me down? Okay, go up a bit. Got some fights it, which is annoying.
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV, going home.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
Just go with my gut.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Well, this one heads
You're making
straight
good progress,
towards
Trigger.
it.
You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you.
Oh my god, this is tight.
And I'm one of them.
Thank
You're
you,
three-fourths of the
Sky.
way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
Situation undecided.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Ooh, this is hard. This is hard. This is hard. Okay, why am I being pushed? No, this is like a few millimeters of a gap, and I'm being pushed left. Engine's full. Let's get through this quickly. Okay, that's meant the radar sweep.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear.
Look how far it's
celebrate yet.
pushing me. It was
Fight's
like
about to get
this
started.
far. Wow.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly.
Hey!
Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator.
I
We're
am
securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
launching enemy. Okay, take it down, Web.
In gun range. Missile closing. Evade. UAV launched.
Missile. Caution.
Page 2 locked.
Missile.
Half of the SAM sites are down. Fox 2. Page 2, target down. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Column Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before then. Half of the anti-air guns down.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Target is destroyed.
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
I hit it. Okay then. If you don't want to die, then eat this.
All anti-air guns destroyed.
That was a big detonation.
The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Running from point in sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
Mage 2, missile!
That's too many. We can't take all of them.
Mage 2, missile launch. Target down. Nicely done.
Yeah, Mage 2 destroyed the target.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off!
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back! Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harling, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive? That's about half. Mop up the rest.
I'm out of missile.
UAV confirmed down.
They got the chopper hit Sierra 2! That was their low barrack!
UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down.
Shit! Rocket!
Damn.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down. Along with the soldier who has this radio. I'll get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
This is Column 3. Engine on my 6. They can't get away.
3 remaining. advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with?
Page 2, locked.
There's more.
One remaining.
Missile.
Missile evaded.
Missile.
Mage 2, watch the enemy on your six.
Owie.
Fox 2, Fox 2. All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
Bandit is in my sights.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harling wants to spend his
Let's wait till we're home safe.
Caution. Pull up.
Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogey's on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Locked on!
Roger. Orders on a fire warning. Yes, sir. All times. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter. Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Voices have already changed.
Can't let you have all the glory.
Golem 452. Gargoyle 1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my orders. What about the lighthouse? The armor. They won't ship me home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal? Gargoyle, change radio frequency. Gargoyle's 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed. Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, Babel, Babel, Babel.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger. Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between bridges as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report. HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAVs. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch, nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority. Thanks for the help, Trigger. Glad you're here. Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you.
I have it breathing down my neck.
The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Radar lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180.
Make two.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
But I didn't do it. And I didn't mean to.
The Operation Rescue Force. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating a former. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Osean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, It was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Osean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. The guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
Four. It's about sugar. Is it?
What is mine?
All right, guys. I'll let
I
you
don't
in
know.
on
Please,
some
can I have
juicy
some?
info.
No.
Okay, but what
The
is
new
it?
guy was found guilty by the
Okay.
International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Osean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay. I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Okay, so pretend that this is an active base. Why would they have a prototype secret jet if it's an active base? Guess I'm the only person who can fly it.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Mission 5. There are 4 fingers and 1 thumb.
Follow
So
orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections?
Yes.
That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
My blood's boiling!
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn, you're good.
Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandor. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll roll you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
43, this is Storm 1. Numbers we can handle. Proceed with us. Storm Squadron, get into formation. Concentrated radio cover.
You don't get it, Spare 15. Your fire control systems are locked.
Look at that. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing. Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
Hey, what's with all the shaking? Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare Squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're clear to engage. Show no mercy.
Done by now.
After rethink the odds. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first kill
Kills after
trigger?
it starts.
This is the first.
If count's going
I
forward,
decide
so am
when
I.
you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line, too? I'll show you all how it's done. Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported.
Breaking.
Spare 15, bandit splash.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I bet that report will get dressed up real pretty.
What does the fluffy thing on the boom mic actually do?
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission.
Okay.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Does it work?
Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called SIN lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
was irritated a lot.
I got all dressed up for nothing.
Attack failed.
Oh, that's Matthew.
Sorry, I got lucky.
Focus on destroying the target.
Macy's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Ultimate bandits in. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger. Leaving the operation area.
Enemy interceptors firing.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? Are you...
Wilco, Ben and McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Trigger again! Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Bandit acquired. Locked on.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Put it all on Trigger. This is a pretty nice ride. Intimate service pretty good. Can't believe these scenes used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy. And Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb to use that fight.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 3 targets remaining.
Shit! I missed!
Bring that down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
They decided.
Oh yeah! Just
Sperry, watch your mouth.
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
bingo! Good going! That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission. 2 targets remaining.
What's wrong with summoning a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. The paper mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
1 bandit left. Take him down now.
First come, first served.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. 1,500 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
I lost a lot of money for that, Trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free.
I lost another money on you being alive. What?
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Even we told you to shoot the enemy down, well, we didn't
Mihai's
tell you.
granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly.
What?
They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king.
Oh, I didn't know.
Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime.
Continued his...
Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. A noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front. Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything. Sharp as a tack, aren't you, Spare Aid? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. Whole squadron. Ready the air interceptors. Fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
They did hit me. Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
Fire for a chain reaction. At least stop them.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do? Rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
That's one orange chip. Orange wing chips laying down. There's no being
Target destroyed. Vehicle down. Spare 15 locked. The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take you from here. Break! Break! Missile inbound!
Spare 15 missile away.
Guys are dropping bombs on a passive just to their rate.
Happy spiked!
Spare 15 locked on.
Spare 15 has killed a bandit.
Locked on.
Target hit.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
Missile incoming!
AA gun down. Boxed him.
Damn enemy hiding in a place like this. They can at least make themselves easier to hit. Kill on target confirmed.
Tank eliminated.
Trigger, they have a lock on you. Missile! They have me spiked.
Boxed him.
Trigger smoked him. Our attack angles are limited.
Enemy has a lock on me.
I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Van Dog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Nickel.
This is Spare 11, enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
The murderer's done it again. Gonna have to rethink the odds.
Trigger crashed. Drooling idiot.
No, he's moving to the tunnel. He's crazy.
New blips on my radar. Get after him.
Nickel.
Spare 15 target destroyed.
Yeah, baby, flying through tunnel.
Missile away.
No, we got a fire.
Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280. They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots?
Machines are not replaceable.
Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn. Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Penal units are just pawns. That liar son of a bitch.
Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
There's no way this base can be attacked from the air. Rest in peace.
Sure no one's flying these?
Bandit in my sights. They're after me.
Checker 6.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
I roll a missile. Pick it up.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! I roll a missile. Another one!
Spare 15 is down.
Owie! Owie! I got hit. Owie. Owie.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
Enemies on my radar. They're late to the party. This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bandon's finally come around. The murderer's done it again. Gonna have to rethink the odds.
Trigger crashed. reinforcements. Check your radars. Missile incoming!
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
There's no way this base can be attacked from the air.
Locked on. Attack missed.
Spare 15, missile away.
Picking up.
No, we got a fire! No, aim for the one with 3 strikes!
Vehicle down.
Turn around, enemy on your tail!
Enemy missile chasing me.
In gun range. Locked on target. Sam down. This is how it works. You do whatever tasks you're given.
Picking up.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Bandit acquired.
Break!
On my target trail. Firing. Black 2.
Screenshot.
Listen like this makes me want to make some sense. Damn it. Keep your shoes to yourself, champ. I don't care whose ass I kick out. Going for it.
Behind you. Enemy on your tail. B base. Continuing attack. Bandit has fired a missile. Break.
Set up AA weapons. Put them on a flat surface.
Spare 15, Fox 2.
The anti-air guns are hit hard. Our air defense capabilities are compromised. Just grab whatever you can and return fire.
AA gun down.
Missile tracking me. I'm taking fire, but I can fly. I'm on this dude's ass.
Trigger, he's got a lock. Hostile on your tail. They have me spiked.
Enemy dodged. Continuing attack. Bandit behind you. Caution.
Trigger eliminated target.
I'm taking fire, but I can fly. Fox 2.
Enemy sticking in my rear.
Receiving lock. Breaking. Locked on. Hostile has a lock. Need help.
Come out and fight, you coward.
Get the walker looking for her. Enemy is locked on. Breaking.
Now the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another, like that was the plan all along or something.
Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. And they already know the next strategy.
Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Bandog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
Surprise web is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a known record desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Spare 15, you're hit. Transport truck spotted. They're not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine. The enemy's got a lock!
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. All squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire.
15 or so. We'll do what we can.
They decided. Enemy is locked on.
Trigger! Missile! Bunch of cowards. Died like rats.
Locked on.
In gun range.
Enemy has a lock.
I'll try the building, so support me. Take care of the anti-aircraft guns.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Missile away. A bomber has taken off. That's for us. Take care of it.
No.
All enemy bombers destroyed. That should put a wrench in their plans.
Oh no. No.
Trigger is down.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as a tack, aren't you, Spare Aid? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. All squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire.
Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Trigger. Rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
Sooner or later, trigger is right. This has to be the right time. More than it's more likely to fail.
Spare 15 locked on.
There's a lock on Trigger's burn.
Enemy bomber destroyed.
Missile! Break! Break!
Pardon?
A bomber has taken off. That's for us. take care of it. Fox 2.
You can't hit enemies